What's good, y'all? Michael here today with another video. Before we begin, please go subscribe. You already know what to do. Leave a like. Now, you already saw the video of the title. Let's get into me giving you my side of the story of the situation. Now, his second account is normally, look, this situation is about Bearschat on Instagram. So let's look at his second account, Idiotic Packers Fans Haters. So I get screenshots of Mini 14 and other Packers fans coming at him, and I'm like, keep me sitting back. I'm like, this guy is like Mini 14 has proven himself to be an absolute clown, and he has. But I'm allowed to beef with Mini because me and him have me and Mini don't really have a fan base. Okay, I know people. I know he has more subs than me, but at the end of the day, he really doesn't have a sub. Like, he doesn't really have a fan base to support him. Let me give you an example. If let me give like, what if Ninja came after Mini 14? He's in trouble because Ninja has like many subscribers that's gonna ride with him. Now, my whole thing is with this Bearschat. I'm looking at it and I'm asking myself, are they in the right to clown him? So I step back and I think a bit. Then 2 nights ago, he wishes the owner to die. Virginia McCaskey, the owner of the Chicago Bears, to die so we could get new ownerships. As much as that woman pisses me off, I don't wish death on her. All right, she lost her son. I think that she is recovering, and the fact that you wish death on her is unacceptable. Okay. The only thing that you can blame on is yourself and your actions. Okay. I know I've defended Nick Foles, but it was the fact that he was the quarterback. You said before the season the Bears offense will get better once we start Nick Foles. All right. We benched Mitchell week 3 even when he was undefeated. So you really don't know what would have happened. So I concurred and I said, okay, Mitchell looks terrible. Let's see what Nick Foles can do. Then he proceeds to win only 2 games after the Atlanta game, the Buccaneers game and the Carolina Panthers game. And he still has sucked. And you said Matt Nagy's play calling needs to change or he needs to give it up. Guess what? He did give up play calling. So you can't blame Matt Nagy because he's not calling plays. Can't blame Bill Lazor because that was his first time calling plays since 2018. Now, my whole thing is this. I'm looking back at that decision of benching Mitchell, and it wasn't fair. It was not fair. Okay. Was it good for about 2 or 3 weeks? Yeah. Because Nick Foles has shown that. All right, you do realize Nick Foles ain't a 16-game quarterback. All right, he's not that 16-game quarterback. And what I mean by that is he's not the quarterback that you can trust for 16 games. He's pretty much a quarterback that can come in the end of the season and make a playoff run. That's what Nick Foles is for. All right. They didn't bring in Nick Foles to beat out Mitchell. If they wanted to get somebody to beat out Mitchell, they would have got somebody like Cam Newton. They would have got somebody like Jameis Winston to beat out Mitchell. That's the reason they got Nick Foles, because he's used to being a backup. Now, my whole thing is this. They went to Nick Foles too early. And I defended Nick Foles. I've been saying he's terrible behind his offensive line, but you can't defend his actions on the Vikings game. And I know, you could say our offense was garbage, which it was. Don't get me wrong. But when the moments were there, he couldn't provide it. And there were moments where he missed opportunities. Like, Nick Foles is not that good. I'm not sure how you want to put it. They went to him too early. Can you rely on Nick Foles? Partially, I had a date if Nick Foles were to come in and Trubisky was sucking, and I was wrong about Trubisky. I had a date for Nick Foles just in case I was wrong, and that was during the bye. I said if Trubisky sucks before the bye, then you bring in Nick Foles. But you can't bench him when he's 2-0. All right. You don't, and it's kind of karma. I don't feel bad for the team. Maybe I do a little bit, but they did it to themselves. They should have never moved on from Mitchell. Yeah, it was a bad interception. So what? So what? At the end of the day, your only hope is number 10 right now, sitting on the bench, who is going to nurse up soon. Okay, the Bears have a bye week. Thank God. Then we face the Packers in Lambeau Field. Now, there's two players I do not want to see start on the Bears, all right, next week. And I'm making it clear. Well, maybe Buster Screen, but that ain't the point. All right, Buster Screen has been proven to be useless, but that's their business. Okay, I'm not. The defense is all right. Okay, I really have no problem with the defense. Now, let's look at the two people I do not want to see versus Green Bay next week. One obviously is Coward. The next person I do not want to see is Nick Foles. And a lot of people are coming after me and saying, Michael, you called him the savior of Chicago. You said that he came from the sky, because I had that hope for 2 weeks. And trust me, man. Nick Foles isn't. I was wrong about Nick Foles. Okay, the fact of the matter being is, I thought Nick Foles with the correct play caller and the correct offensive line, it will work. But I'm looking back on that decision to bench Mitchell Trubisky, and I'm shaking my head. What do you have to lose if you start Trubisky? Everybody's saying the season's done for the Bears. Like, I'm not Bearschat that just says I'm turning off the TV for the rest of the season until we make a run. I'm done. So that's you're calling it quits. You're calling it quits after 4 straight losses. So let me tell you something. What if they put in Mitchell next game? All right, just a theory. I know this is probably fantasy territory, but you don't know. It could happen. You put in Mitchell. He wins out the season. He goes to the Super Bowl and wins it for the Bears. All right, I know that's very unlikely, but it's just a what if. Then, Bearschat, I'm talking to you. You're going to go back to your statement, and you're going to look back at it and be saying, damn, I really, really doubted this quarterback. Now, Bearschat, are you going to be willing if it were to happen? Will you be willing to accept the fact that you were wrong? Because I was willing to accept the fact that I was wrong about Nick Foles. Will you accept the fact that you were wrong about Mitch Trubisky? Because I said at day one, Mitch Trubisky's going to start. Because can you trust Nick Foles for 60 games? No. Can you rely on him at the end of the season? Yes. When you're making those playoff runs. Now, my whole thing is with you are a pedophile. Because I've seen your second account, idiotic Packers fans, haters, And the other one, but he's actually the owner of the account is gone. So there's a new owner, but that ain't the point. The old owner, Idiotic Packers Haters, was reporting on the Bearschat for being quote unquote racist. And I'm reporting on him for being a quote unquote pedophile. Because if you look at his account, the Idiotic Packers fans hate Idiotic Packers fans hater. You look at that account, look, keep scrolling, he is a pedophile. All right. And I ignored it. I just thought many people were just coming at him being a little bit of a clown, but I really can't defend. All right. And probably when I take a break in the off season, Minnie's probably gonna go off on Bearschat. He's probably gonna do that. All right. And I don't blame Mini 14 for the first time in my life. Because Mini 14 has every right to, because he deserves it. All right. I know I'm a Bears fan and he's a Bear, and Bearschat is a Bears fan, obviously, but just by willing his action, he really doesn't deserve to be a fan anymore. He really doesn't. He wishes death. He doesn't want to take the L for what he was wrong about, just how it is. Now, my whole thing is, if we cancel him, if I cancel Bearschat, like this is the same thing with Minnie. I'm gonna ask Minnie this. When I take my break in the off season, all right, because I'm going to take a break during the off season. So my whole thing is with you is people rock with you because you expose me. Now they don't care about your Packer content. They don't care about your game. They only follow you for me. So you won't be getting any new videos. You'll be just getting old videos. So my whole thing is, can you give out your best concept? Because, well, people rock with you because you expose me. Okay, you said that people are subscribed to me just to watch the you. What happens if I'm gone for about months? What happens if I'm gone for months? And what happens? Because if I'm gone, you're gone. Now my whole thing is, are you gonna go after Bearschat? Because he deserves it. You have my 100% approval to go after Bearschat. All right. Now here's what I want you to do. I know you're busy. I know you have a life. You know, you gotta do what you gotta do. But you need to expose Bearschat before it's too late. Because I'm only doing it to spread a message out there. And I tell you, I defended Bearschat, but by seeing you've been going at him, hey man, you have every right to. You have every right to go after Bearschat. I will not say anything. You might make a video, but I'll just watch it because why not? At least it's not about me. But anyway, that's it. That's all. Please go subscribe. As always, my name is Michael, and I approve this message. But